Boston managing to survive in game four. Obviously, a very dominant second half. So we got another conference final game to bet on. So I'm going to be taking you through an early pick for Heat Celtics. And I said this in the previous betting preview I did for this game, but Miami is getting no respect from the market. You can see they opened roughly as plus 265 money line odds. This OddsJam algo odds column, it just takes kind of a weighted average of all the sportsbooks posting odds. I say this in other videos, but as a sharp bettor, you treat every single book, right, as a data point on where should the line be set. And you can see the average throughout the market is the Miami Heat, are roughly plus 260 underdogs. So pretty big underdogs. The Heat, minus 300-ish on most sports books. Minus 300 means a 3-1 betting favorite. 3/4 to win the game, 75% to win game 5. And then if they can actually win, they're huge favorites in game 5. If they can win, this series will be really interesting, 3-2. But anyways, I'm going to take you through my early bet, which is right from the positive EV betting tool, right? So I've explained this before, but game 4 ends. Game 5, sportsbooks release odds. Early action starts to come in. Line discrepancies occur. All sorts of good things. As a sharp bettor, the market's open 24/7. Right? We're always looking for profitable bets. And I was able to find an incredible play on this sportsbook called Fliff. So maybe you use Fliff, maybe you don't, but I highly encourage, recommend that you sign up for this sportsbook if you haven't already. It's available in basically every US state. I think basically all of them except Washington. And you're going to see there's a lot of profitable bets on Fliff. You'll make a lot of money on Fliff if you sign up. They also have a pretty lucrative sign-up bonus. So I've explained this before, but all these sports books, FanDuel has an $1,000 sign-up bonus, Caesars $1,250. All these books are in ruthless competition with one another. So they offer these sign-up bonuses, to try to incentivize you to sign up. So long story short, what you're going to notice is we're getting the first half total points over 110.5. The bet in bold and in green is the profitable bet you want to go with from the positive EV betting tool. And there's a little help video, stuff like that, if you want to learn more kind of about the math behind sports betting. Obviously, I try to cover concepts in these, daily videos, taking you through the bets I'm on, what I'm putting my own money on. So I hit this for $250. In these videos, I'm always just showing you nothing complicated, where I'm finding value, where I'm finding an edge, where I'm putting my money down, right? But the whole goal of OddsJam, and the content we put out is to help educate sports bettors, to help you become a more profitable sports bettor. And what you're going to notice is in the Heat Celtics game, first half total points, there's a bunch of sports books with the line set at 110.5. But what you're going to notice is no other book is even giving us above plus 100. And Fliff is giving us plus 115, right? So if you don't care at all about the math, literally, when you're using OddsJam, if you want to make money, it all boils down to just place the bet in bold and in green for the sportsbooks you use, right? So I'm currently in California, not a ton of sportsbooks available, but still, I'm never going to have all these sportsbooks available to me. Every state has different sportsbooks, but I do have Fliff, and Fliff is a sportsbook with a lot of profitable bets. So you're going to see the average price, right? The average line on the over is minus 103. That's the average odds. We're getting plus 115, 18 cents of improvement on Fliff. So this is a huge line discrepancy. So even if you just think about this logically, it's like, whoa, most books aren't even giving us plus money. Books have this priced around, minus 103 on average. We're getting plus 115 on Fliff. That's a pretty big, pretty clear line discrepancy, right? It seems like there's a lot of value on Fliff. But we can also break down, right? This bet has a 5.31% profit margin, which is crazy. If you think about it, 5.31% is an insane profit margin for a bet, right? Now, this game is 2 days away. But what you have to remember is in sports betting, your returns are typically daily, right? We're usually betting on games. Like if you look below, there are some MLB plays. You're usually betting on games that are within the next 24 hours. It's a little different during the postseason. But in sports betting, just think about it. If you could have a 5% ROI on your bets and you're betting every day, Over the course of a month, your ROI would be 30 days in a month, 5% ROI on all your bets, 5% per day. Your ROI would be 150%. So that's what got me, so excited about sports betting. And the reason that you can make a lot of money sports betting is your returns are daily, right? Like people always talk about, invest in the stock market. It goes up roughly 8% a year. It's good for your retirement fund. 8% a year is cool, but if you could earn even 2% in a bet, that's tomorrow, right? 2%, 30 days in a month. That's a 60% ROI over the course of a month. But long story short, clearly Fliff is giving us a lot of value, but we can kind of take it one step farther and kind of explain, how do you think about the profit margin of your bet? So according to OddsJam, this play has a profit margin of 5.31%. So if you pull up, a little spreadsheet, nothing complicated here, this bet has a 5.31% profit margin, and I hit it for $250, which is the maximum stake that you're allowed to bet on Fliff. So I basically max betted. I hit it for the max I could. So I'm betting $250. There's a 5.31% profit margin. So my profit margin in dollars, you just multiply these numbers together. This is the profit margin of your bet, $13.28. So in other words, my bet has a value of $13.28, quantified mathematically, 5.31% profit margin. This is also called your edge in sports betting, and I hit it for $250. So $13.28 in profit margin. So let's say you tried to give me a $5 bill for my bet. I would tell you no. Why would I give you my bet, which is worth $13.28 in value, for a $5 bill? I wouldn't do it, right? This bet has $13.28 in profit margin. Now, what you're also going to notice is we can kind of go through a little bit more about kind of how the math behind sports betting works. So if you take the odds on Pinnacle, right, the way that books make money is they charge the vig, right? They charge a spread, right? Like, it's not like you go to Fliff. It's not like Fliff says, yo, you want to place this bet? You owe us $5. That's not how books make money. That's not their business model. The way that sports books make money is they charge a spread. And you can see Pinnacle has a 12-cent spread. So what you want to do when you're trying to figure out, okay, what does the sportsbook think the true price is? It's called true odds, fair odds, no-vig odds. There's different terms for it. But this calculator, it's called a no-vig odds calculator. It's the most important calculator in sports betting. So if you don't understand it, please read through this text on no-vig odds. I'll also include a video about no-vig odds in the end screen. But basically the way that books make money is they charge a spread. So what you need to do to figure out what's the true price with the spread removed is you need to remove the spread, right? What is the true odds, the fair odds? So Pinnacle is known to be the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So if we just take their odds, put it into a no-vig odds calculator, you're going to see they have the over as a small favorite or as a small underdog, right? They have the under as a small favorite. The under is a little more juice than the over, but not by a lot. So once you remove the vig, you remove the spread, you're going to see the fair price on the over is roughly plus 106. You're getting plus 115 on Fliff. So you're always getting better odds than the no-vig odds or the fair odds, the true odds. And again, I'll include my email in the description if you have any questions about these concepts. And I'll also include a video in the end screen about no-vig odds. It's such an important concept in sports betting. But what you're going to see is okay, according to Pinnacle, right, the odds they're putting out, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, the true line on this over should be plus 106 roughly, plus 105.66. We're getting plus 115 on Fliff. So we're getting better odds, right, than the no-vig odds. So this is kind of like if, let's say you looked at the stock market. I mean, this doesn't happen in the stock market. The only reason positive EV betting is so profitable and so accessible in sports betting is because all books set lines independently, right? You think about, what does a day trader do? What does an investor do? All day, every day, they hunt through the market. They look for value. So that's what you're doing as a sharp sports bettor. But what makes this really easy is the fact that all books set lines independently. They all have different odds from one another, right? So here you're going to see okay, we can look at Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world. They're saying this should be priced at plus 100. We're getting plus 115 on Fliff. The fair price with the vig removed, according to the betting market on Pinnacle, is plus 105.66. We're getting better odds on Fliff, plus 155, plus 115, I apologize. So this is a profitable bet, right? You're getting better odds than the true odds with the vig removed from the sharpest bookmaker. So this is a no-brainer play. I locked it in for $250, early bet. Hopefully I have a bunch of bets for Heat Celtics. I mean, I want the Heat to win, but I also want the series to last a little longer. If the Celtics would have lost Game 4, there would have been like a 9-day break until the final started. So obviously, more NBA the better, more games to bet on, more money we'll hopefully make. So really profitable bet here. Heat Celtics, huge early line discrepancy. Any questions you have about no-vig odds, the math behind sports betting strategies, sharp sports betting, whatever, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And let's make some money, guys.